taxpayers made that it should be used specifically to pay down debt, go back into the Treasury on behalf of the taxpayer. That's what the bill said. The one that Bonnie Frank introduced Friday night revokes that and allows him and others to spend the profits on pet projects because $6 billion has already started to come back in. So they changed the rules. How long do you think we would have an option on health care when they have the authority to change the rules when they are stealing from the top program? And this gentleman down front just reminded me of another one. Social Security. In 1969 is when they started stealing from Social Security. It was supposed to be temporary. 1969, it was supposed to be temporary. Now we're headed for a train wreck. So all of the proposals that they're making to reform health care, all those roads lead to rationing. They lead to rationing. One of the criticisms that some of the callers make, well, you conservatives and you Republicans, you all aren't offering any alternative ideas. Oh, yes, we are. Well, we're offering some alternatives. The mainstream media, their cohorts, just simply don't tell people about it. And Nancy Pelosi and Harry Reid have the authority to manipulate the rules in order to be able to suppress the alternative ideas. Lynn Westmoreland and Congressman Tom Price serve on something called the Republican Study Committee, and every one of the issues we are addressing, they have put together a conservative alternative, but they never allow it to be introduced on the floor or even amended to the bills that they have. Why? Because they've got this huge Democrat majority. So don't buy that when they want to challenge you that. So if you're talking to a liberal, you got to watch out for three things. Because if they pass all three of these, just go get yourself an adult beverage and don't waste your time. The first thing they'll do if you give them facts like cap and tax and trade and kill is going to kill jobs, they're going to say, we never should have gone into Afghanistan. They changed the subject on you. They don't want to talk about, if you throw facts at them, they can't handle the facts. So that's the first thing, and the first sign that you might be talking to a flaming liberal. The second sign that you look for is, if you give them a fact, socialized medicine leads to rationing. You probably got that from an unreliable source. They challenge your source. And if you are still patient enough to still be talking to them at this point, when all else fails, and you know you're talking to a flaming liberal, all of the proposals by the Democrats lead to rationing. Bush did it. It was Bush's fault. So be armed with the facts, because the facts will set us free. And our founding fathers left us a tremendous challenge, folks. And that challenge is for us to become the defending fathers. We have to become the defending fathers. And there are two things that I don't want you to do. There are two things I want to encourage you not to do. The liberals want us to just believe we don't have a chance. They want us to just give up because they have control of the White House. They've got control of both houses of Congress. They want us to give up. That's exactly what they want us to do. And the second thing that they want people to believe is that your vote does not count. Your voice does not count. This Tea Party does not count. Oh, yes, it does. Because these Tea Parties are a show of strength. It shows the political elites, if they pay attention, that we the people are still in charge of this country. That's what these Tea Parties show. They just haven't gotten the message yet. And just like our founding fathers, they had an uphill battle. And a lot of people were saying, you all are crazy. But it reminds me of the words to the closing song of the 2000 Olympics. Life can be a challenge. Life can seem impossible. It's never easy when there's so much on the line. But you can make a difference. There's a mission just for you. Just look inside and you will find just what you can do. The power of one begins with believing that we hold the key to all of our achieving. The power of one begins with believing that as conservatives in this country, we are not going down without a fight, and we are not going down.
If tomorrow the things were gone, worked for my life, and I had to start again, with just my children and my wife, make my lucky